Honored.
First one. So here we go. And there it is, ma'am. Uh, Still transferring. It's really crazy.
Okay.
Come on, Facebook. Don't let us down.
I just got an alert on my phone.
There you are. Absolutely. So, hello, everybody. So, we've been trying to get to you guys. Hi, my name is Linda Murray Bullard. They call me the business plug. And so today
Oh,
I am so happy because I have my girl, Veatrice Conley, is the owner of Unveiled Bridal Studio. I keep wanting to say shop, which is wrong. It's the
yeah,
bridal
yeah.
studio. And so she's also, hey, Beatrice.
Hey, Linda. Thanks for having me on. And I'm learning I'm your first guest for this series, so I'm
You
honored to be on
are,
here with
you
you
are.
today.
Yes, you are. You are the first because I want to, in this group, I want to teach people how the people who are winning did it because success leaves clues, right? We hear that
Yes,
all
it
the
does.
time, but the
Yes.
clues are dropped by the people who are actually doing it. And so I
Right.
invited you on because I have several entrepreneurs in this group. I have over 400 in this group,
Oh,
and
wow.
they're trying to find out how you did it. So
Right.
please introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit
Okay.
about you, and then we're going to go into your business aspirations.
Okay. Well, as you mentioned, my name is Beatrice Conley. I am originally from Nashville, Tennessee, but I reside in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I've lived in Chattanooga for about 10 years off and on. By day, I have an engineering degree, so I work in quality compliance by day. So that's my day hustle. But my dream and my goal has always been to be an entrepreneur, and I have a very high entrepreneur spirit, and it's driven in me. So I've had businesses. I'm an author. I have my own clothing line, and then now my new baby, which you announced, Unveiled Bridal Studio, is going to be opening here in Chattanooga this fall. So that's just a little bit about me. I'm a mom. I have a 4-year-old daughter. Her name is Violet. So that's my number one job, just being an example to her,
Yeah,
being the best mom I can be, and then being a boss. So showing her not only having a 9 to 5, but just having multiple hustles and just getting out here and getting it done. Yeah.
absolutely. As I love that. I love your work ethic, and that, I didn't know you were an engineer. That is,
Yes,
hey,
ma'am.
no wonder that
Mechanical,
design.
mechanical.
Yeah, yeah, no wonder that design thinking because you were in my class. You were in my last
Yes,
class. Yeah,
yes,
the building
yes.
your own business, and so for we went through 11 weeks of training behind the scenes. So how has that been for you?
Very, very helpful. How did I do it? Well, the business plug is a big part of how I'm doing this. Being in your class the past 11 weeks and just the knowledge and the nuggets that you dropped on our small group that was, there and active in the group, as well as just the guests that you had come on, the different business owners from not only in the area, but really mostly from across the United States that are already in the business and working their businesses successfully. Just seeing that example just really let me know that this can get done and I can do it. So your class, a lot of my work, a lot of my business plan was already done, but what you did was just give me a lot more jewels and a lot more nuggets that I can just kind of add more meat to my business plan. So I'm very appreciative of for you and your class, and it's been awesome. I really very much appreciate it.
Well, thank you. So let's talk about your business trip, your business aspirations. So opening the bridal shop, where does that come from?
Yeah. It comes from I was proposed to in 2018, and something I had waited for. It's like a little girl's dream to be proposed to and get the ring of your dreams and start to plan the wedding of your dreams. And due to just circumstances in life, my wedding has been put on hold. But the biggest part of the process was finding my dress,
Hmm.
and I had no clue how magical and just how beautiful the feeling was to go into a bridal shop, a private appointment, champagne waiting on you, your family there, your friends there, and just all these dresses, and everybody's there for you. The bridal consultant is making it all about you. She's making sure that you feel like the queen that you are. and she's pulling dresses that she know is perfect for you and your body type and all of those type of things, and just picking your dream dress. I picked my dream dress on the first dress. Maybe just because I'm a fashionable person and I kind of did a lot of research and knew what I wanted, but the experience was everything, and that's what my thought was when I left is, wow, like I know a lot of women that didn't get this experience. I'm 36 years old, so I know a lot of people that have gotten married, before me, and I know they didn't get that experience. I know some women on their wedding day that felt like their dress wasn't really for them. It really didn't fit them. It really didn't compliment them, and they felt like they were just pushed into a dress just to pick a dress.
I heard you.
So when I went through that experience, I always knew I wanted to have a boutique, but it really dawned on me that day that I want to do a bridal boutique. I want to give that experience to not only women, but women that look like me. I want to make sure that that experience is everything for them. Their wedding day is going to top the cake, but they will never forget the day that they picked their wedding dress out.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love that idea because I'm a fan of She Said Yes to the Dress.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a fan.
Me too.
And so when you were talking, when you were talking through your plan, that's what it sound like. Like it sound like locally, we're going to have that same experience. I mean, it's going to be wonderful. I get goosebumps thinking about it.
Yay.
And so how was the journey from the time you decided, yes, this is what I'm going to do? Like when you put your stick in the sand, your stake in the sand, and you said, okay, this is the business I'm getting ready to birth. So from there to where we are today, tell us about that journey.
Wow. So it went from this magical feeling to I need money, like money. And coming just from the background, me being an entrepreneur, I had always self-funded all of my projects. Writing my book, I self-published that. Coming out with my clothing line, I've spent thousands and thousands of dollars on my clothing line. So I had never looked for grants. I had never looked for loans. I had never looked for investors. I didn't know how to do any of that. So when I start looking at the data and how much money that wedding dresses cost, I was just like, there's no way that I'm going to tap into my personal finances to make this happen. So that was the first thing, was how am I going to pay for this? Like, how am I going to do this the right way? I don't want to just go get credit cards and just max them out and just make it happen. I want to actually get funding that's gonna drive me into a profitable business. So I immediately start looking for loans. And I know one thing I learned in your class is loans may not be the best option. You may want to look for grants. You may want to look for investors. But I immediately, all I knew was loans. So I jumped out there and I started looking for business loans. Specifically for startups, because that's another thing I realized. There were a lot of loans for businesses that have been in business for 1 year plus years, or had at least 3 years of financials. I have nothing, so the fact that I am not in business yet, I really didn't run across a lot of loans that were saying, hey, this is a startup opportunity. So the first thing I did was I got a SCORE mentor, and I know you talk about that in your class. And she advised me to look, locally for programs that were available in my area. So long story short, I got a lot of no's, Miss Linda, a lot of no's. The first few were just like, dust it off. I didn't really get deep enough into the process. So when they said no, okay, maybe that's not the loan for me. But the last no that I got, it was devastating because I spent a month and a half going back and forth with them. I use the analogy, I feel like I walked into their office naked because I gave them my whole life, 5 years of tax returns, my personal finances, everything I owe, my credit card debt, my loans that I already have. I had to show them my life and how much money I make on my job. I don't share that with anybody. So it was like really deep. And then when I got the email back, and the email was 3 sentences. You did not get the loan. We feel like you're not capable to run a business. And, with COVID going on right now, we don't feel comfortable giving you the money. I was devastated. I mean, I called you. You're one of the
You
people
did. You
that
were
I
like,
called because I just was like, is this normal? Is this, do you go this far in the process and get denied? I just knew I was going to get accepted, but I didn't. So I took a couple days to mope, and then I just jumped back out there. I called you. You were the business plug. You hooked me up and gave me some great resources. I spoke with a really nice representative at the Chattanooga Chamber of Commerce. He was very helpful. I really learned that everybody's not out to just tell you no. There are a lot of
absolutely,
yeses out there, and people are willing to help you.
absolutely.
So the plug that came through was the business plug, Miss Linda. Her plug came all the way through for you, girl. So I definitely appreciate you for that. But you talked to me about the Tennessee Valley Credit Union Ideal Leap program.
Mm-hmm.
Had never heard about it, didn't know anything about it. I contacted my SCORE mentor, which I do highly suggest if you're wanting to go into business to get a SCORE mentor. My SCORE mentor is awesome. She is like my fairy godmother when it comes to business. So
Absolutely.
she helped me get my business plan type. My business plan was done. It was done. I have a 50-page business plan.
Okay.
So it was done. It was good. It was good to go. So she just basically tightened it up. We re-looked at some financials and some numbers. I submitted the information to, for the Ideal Leap loan process, and I got accepted. So a lot of no's to get to the yes.
A lot of
And I
those.
really know that a lot of no's, a lot of slaps in the face, a lot of kicks in the back, but, a lot of quick no's to get a slow yes. So I'm super grateful for that, but just, be prepared for the no's. That would
Absolutely.
be definitely
So,
my advice. Be prepared for the no's.
so when is the grand opening?
We are looking at a grand opening in November. One thing about getting loan money is that it's a long process.
Yes, it is.
Another bit of advice: don't expect to get a loan. Don't expect to apply for a loan, one day and get it like 3 weeks later. I mean, this has been like a 4 to 5 month process for me. So I'm looking at having a grand opening in November. I'll be located downtown in Chattanooga on Cherry Street. So I'm excited to just get the information out to everybody and have everybody come down to view the store once it's up and running.
Absolutely. I plan to be there. I definitely plan to be there.
Yes.
I'll put my
Oh, you
mask
will be
on and
at
be
the
there.
ribbon cut. Yes. I'm gonna find something just for you to plug in my office. In my store. So you are plugged in to Unveiled Bridal Studio. You are a big part of this process, and I can't keep saying I appreciate you because I very much
But
appreciate
you are very welcome. It does my heart good. Your success is my
you.
success. So to see your
Yeah.
smile and to, because that day when you called me, you were devastated. And so, I
Oh
mean,
my
you were
God.
deflated and you were like, Miss Linda, but I know I did it. I know I did it right. And it wasn't anything you did wrong. It was just the process, right? And sometimes
Yeah.
learning what you learn in the nose help you to get that 50-page business plan tighter. So when your SCORE person talk to you, well, let's look at it. Let's see what it says.
Yeah.
Then you were coachable.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. Is a lot of
Yeah.
times people aren't coachable. They're like,
They're not
no,
coachable.
yeah,
Right.
that's number one. You have to be coachable, because if you don't want to listen
Right.
to what works, then you become your own bottleneck. You become your own barrier.
Yep.
And so
That's so true.
because you learn from the previous experiences and then you
Right.
use those to build, in
Yeah.
the end, you win. In the end, you
Yeah.
win.
Yeah. Two transparent moments real quick I just want to share. The first
Sure.
one was when I got that devastating no, I called the manager and I demanded. I don't want to say I demanded a meeting. I will say demand. I was like, I need to know why I got denied. And what I learned is that a lot of people are too scared to do that. So if you get a no, I had to kind of work on my attitude a little bit. But if you
Mm-hmm.
get a no, call and say, hey, I'll give you a few days, but can we go over my application? And I just want more information as to how, I could do better on my next try. I asked for a letter because I felt like the email wasn't appropriate. I felt like
Absolutely.
all the work I had put in, I deserved a letter in writing as to why I was denied. So I did get a letter, and I actually just opened it yesterday because I was so
Because
scared
now
to
it's not
read
as
it.
strong. Now it's not as
And it doesn't
forceful.
matter because I got the money. But I wanted to read it, and I just read it yesterday. So I appreciate them doing that because they didn't have to do that. But
Yeah,
they wrote me a letter, and I have a letter, and I plan on framing it, and I think I might even hang it in my store just for
absolutely.
motivation.
Absolutely. Just for motivation.
um,
Absolutely.
yeah. And then the second transparent moment is just, it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of grind. The business plan was not easy. It was not easy. And people, now that I have one and people ask me, can you help me with one? No, I can't. But I know someone I can send you to, the business club.
Tell them to call me.
Or I can, I mean, but no, it was
Yeah.
hard. And
And
if
the
I had
free
to
rate,
do it again, I probably would have solicited more help. Yeah, it was hard.
Absolutely.
It
But
was
I would
hard.
definitely help them with getting their
Yeah,
business plan together and helping them get
right,
connections. That's the difference between
right.
building your own business and any other training course in Chattanooga. Like I'm in the win, I'm in it to win it for all of you guys. And so
Right.
anything I can plug you all into, getting you like stellar speakers to come in and talk to you at your levels so
Yeah,
that you can
yeah,
understand the journey, like all of pouring into you as much as I possibly can, because that's the part that people aren't getting. And so that's the part I know you need. And
yeah,
because I've been doing this part, the teaching part for 7 years now, I know exactly what you guys need. And I want to make sure that you have the resources because it does my heart good to see you open
yeah,
your business. I mean, I am ecstatic. I am ecstatic. But
yeah,
thank you, because I won't hold you long. Thank you for
yeah.
joining us today. And thank you. You just freed somebody in the group. Hi, my name is Linda
Oh,
Murray Bullock.
yes.
They call me the business plug. And today I have plugged you in to Veatrice Conley and the Unveiled Bridal Studio that's opening in November. I hope you guys are hanging this group and reach out to Beatrice. She's in the group.
Yeah.
So reach out
Okay.
to her in here if you have any questions for her. You guys have a great evening. And this is how she did it.